Lord, if I find favor in your sight, oh, please hear my heart's cry. I'm desperately waiting to be where you are. I'll cross the hottest desert or travel near and far. For your glory, I'll do anything. Now listen, I love Tasha Cobbs. She is anointed and she's a talented, gifted singer, which you don't really find in the Christian space very often. She's right up there with Shirley Caesar and CeCe Winans and Yolanda Adams and Donnie McClurkin, who's a little special, and Kim Burrell, who's also a little special. She keep talking when she's not opening her mouth when she's not singing, and that's not good for us. But Tasha Cobbs is right up there, very anointed. So I've got no heat, no judgment on her. I listen to her songs almost every day. This song in particular, which I don't even know if she wrote, so it's not directed toward her. We need to be careful as Christians. We need to be able to make clear distinctions between what is legitimate praise and worship music versus what is music that is Christian themed, okay? Praise and worship music has to point you to one of two things. It has to point you to Jesus Christ, or it has to point you to who you are in Him. Not how much of a failure you are, not how desperate you are, not how miserable you are, not how lost you were before you got saved. Praise and worship music has to point you to two things: Jesus and the work of redemption. So let's piece apart this song. Lord, if I find favor in your sight. Wrong. If you're born again, you already are favored of God. You can't be no more favored than salvation. So we can have to scratch that out. Lord, please hear my heart's cry. 1 John 5:14 and 15 says, this is the confidence we have in Him. If we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And if we know He hears us, we know we receive the petitions we desired of Him. Gotta scratch that part out. Desperately waiting to be where you are. What you're talking about? Christ in you, the hope of glory, the whole purpose of redemption, the whole purpose of Jesus' coming and birth and life and ministry and death and burial, resurrection, ascension, sending the Holy Ghost, and then His imminent return is so He can live in us. He dwells in you if you're born again. So there's no traveling to get where He's at. Cross the hottest desert, travel near and far. What is that? You don't need to travel anywhere. He's as close as you mentioning His name if you're born again. Glory, Christ in you, the hope of glory, is not something you need to go on this desperate prayer, vigil, conquest, expedition. No, none of the above. Christ in you, the hope of glory. We need to, because of what's coming and what we're getting ready to see and what the world's going to come into, we're really needing to emphasize and give ourselves over to and fill our ears with music that is true biblical praise and worship. That's all I'm saying.